everybody. I hope everybody's doing great and having a wonderful week. I wanted to go ahead and start. So we are going to start our 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 mini album. I did it at 6 1/4 and 6 1/4. That's the size of the front, the back, and then of course you have your 3 and 6 1/4. So that way I can use both these pads. This one is called Heirloom. It's 180 sheets. It's by DCWV. And then this one is En France. I don't know how to say it. By Prima Marketing. And this one has 48 sheets. So we're going to use both of these to work on our album. Okay, so I want to do a waterfall, but I want to do a waterfall differently. So I've got 4 scraps of paper out of my scrap bin, and that's from cutting all of these, and I'm going to give it a try. So first we have to score our papers at the 1/2 inch, and you're only going to score once on each one. No, actually you might score twice, so we'll see when we get there. Oops, that's a little off. There we go. Okay. Fold it down, and that's a 1/2 inch score. We're going to do it on the next one. Okay. Burnish that down. And we only have 4 of these to do. And I'll give you the measurements of these papers. Actually, you'll learn what the measurements are as we go, because they're going to be either cut down or we're going to add flips. So we'll see. Sometimes that paper does not want to lie down. Okay, there's our 1/2 inches. Hang on to this because we probably use it. Put it somewhere easy to grab. Okay, so you're going to take one, and this one, set the others aside, and this one is going to determine your length between each one. So for instance, if I want, say, 3 1/2, so you have to take that into consideration on your book. So let's go from the book. This is the inside cover. Let's mark it 3 1/2. Now 3 1/2 is where the waterfall lands. So at 3 1/2, we could probably fit all 4 on this. So let's just see here. Maybe -1. We'll see. Because what's left over is 3. So we will see. So anyway, now that I know my measurement, I want this to be either cut down or folded. We will see in a second, because I love not wasting paper. Okay. We're going to mark this at 3 1/2. Now, this is the piece here that's left over. I want to score it because I want to see what it would look like if we want to keep a pocket or not. So it's a little longer than this one here. So let's just see. This thing does not want to stay flat. There we go. Alright, so we know it's too long, and it's too long by that much, and these are all the same size, so it is 1 inch too long. So let's cut off that 1 inch. Let's see, my paper cutter, and then we'll take a look. So we only want 1 inch off. You have, if you have this one, then you also have measurements on the right side, and they go from 1 inch to 2 inch, so, which is a good thing. There is 1 inch. Oh yeah, perfect. But now that I have that done, I think I want to decorate the edge of this and possibly make it a pocket. Yeah, I think I might want to do that. I can tell you this has ended up with this particular measurement. Okay, this was 7 1/4. I mean, this is 7 1/4 by 4 1/2. 7 1/4 by 4 1/2. Just don't forget to do your scoring. Okay, we're going to put our book to the side. And I want a decorative punch. And something I don't use that often would be great, because then it's like fresh and new. Well, I think I've used every single one of these except for the hearts. Let's try the hearts. So, and if we don't like it, we don't have to put it down, and we could just change it with another piece of scrap paper. Okay. Okay. Yay, so we got our hearts. That looks so pretty. We'll set that aside, because when I do one, then I like to do them all the same. That's our little waste basket. Okay, so now I want to put tape here and here with a little bit of glue to close this up as a pocket. There. Okay. Whoop. Go ahead and burnish those down so that tape, the backing comes up really good. You guys probably can't even hear, but there's little kids at the park singing. So cute. Gotta find the other bone folder. Okay. Burnish that down real good. Even though it's glue and tape, you just want it to stick really well. Alright, so now each one of our waterfall clips is going to have a pocket. So we can decorate this area, and then the top this area, and then leave the pocket open. You could put in a little tag or card. I think I'm going to leave mine empty, but it's up to you. You have the plan, and I'm just going to finish making them all look like this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am all done stickifying all of our papers. All have been cut out, and they fit on these little flips. The only thing I didn't do is make or cut paper for the tags that are inside of each one, but maybe we can do that together. So this is our base page here, and this is our base cover. And I have it marked here because that's where each one of these flips are going to fall. Then the next one goes on. And here. Just like so. And this one won't be hanging out. This is more than an inch, and I have them about an inch apart. Okay, let's get our base page cover down. I am just making sure I'm even on all sides. Burnish it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to start putting these on. And you're going to start at the bottom and then work your way to the top. So that's the bottom. Then you have this 1/2 inch. It's about a 1/2 inch at the bottom here. And then you want to do another one about a 1/2 inch, and then do another one, your last one, at about a 1/2 inch, and that's how it's going to lay. So let's start with our bottom. You can actually start with the bottom or the top. It's up to you. I have no preference. I just do whatever my brain tells me to do. Try to keep it straight. And even on both sides. Okay, press down. Burnish it. Flip it up. Burnish it there. That's the space below. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one, making sure we still have that 1/2 inch. Okay. So place your flip down on top of the other flip, and then keep your fingers there and press this down. That way it doesn't move around on you while you're burnishing. Okay. And our next one, and we're going to do the same thing, keeping it about a 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, and our last one. just like that. Perfect. I love it. Up, down, up, down. All right, now we have the papers that I cut out. I'm gonna do the top first, then we'll do the underneath here. Just like that. Look how pretty that is. Let's get the sticker that's going to go in where the pocket is. Let's pull out our tag first. There we go. I don't want it to get stuck on anything. Okay. I'm going to need a little bit of wet glue so I can get this to slide around on the paper without getting stuck first. Just going to need a minute or two to get it placed. Just get it under whatever you can. Now we're getting somewhere. Besides the glue being everywhere. But as you can see, it's not easy to get your paper underneath the lips of these punch outs. Perfect. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest on, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, you saw the fast forward of me finishing up the flips. I did put a piece of ribbon to close the flips. See, that holds it nice and strong. And then the ribbon I glued to this side because there's nothing on this side yet, and the paper that we put here will cover the ribbon. So we untie it, and then each one has its own little writing area, plus plenty of room for pictures. And then the tags are gray, just like the ribbon. So I needed something to tie in the gray tags. I think that turned out great. Let's see if I can make a bow. They should have like a machine that, you know, you can use on top of a book to make a bow. There. Okay. Yay for the bow. So next time I see you, we're going to start on this page here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a great one. Bye.